I'd like to welcome you to the third annual Christmas in July event, Crafty Christmas in July 2023. This is hosted by me, Terry, from Sweet Pea Papers and the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, and Lisa Fisher from Lisa's Paper Lace and Bling Facebook group and Paper Lace and Bling Etsy shop. Now, this year, we have 13 collaborators that are going to be working with us, and they're each going to make 8 videos, so that's going to give you a lot of videos to watch. Plus, Lisa's going to make a lot. I'm not sure exactly how many, but usually she does a big tutorial. And then I have 2 projects planned, and each one is going to be probably 10 videos, and then, you know, we've got a couple other videos to go after that or before that. So now I'm also having a giveaway at Sweet Pea Papers, the YouTube channel here where you're at, combined with the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group. And this is open to U.S. Residents only. I'm sorry, but all the prizes have to be mailed, and, you know, mailing overseas or to Canada or whatever is really expensive. The way to enter is easy. There's 2 easy ways. You can either leave a comment underneath this video, use the hashtag Crafty Christmas in July 2023 in your comment, and be a subscriber, and that gets you an entry. So I've got at least 20 videos planned, and so that would give you at least 20 chances to win. And then you can also go to the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, and every post that you post of your Christmas project in July, using the hashtag Crafty Christmas in July 2023 in your post, then that gives you an entry as well. So it can be a flip through, it can be a photo, it can be a YouTube video, it can be any Christmas related project that you're working on in July, and just make sure to use the hashtag in your entry or in your post for the to get an entry. Now, Lisa's also running a special during the month of July. If you spend more than $15 in her shop and follow her shop, you know, click the little heart, then you get a free yard of lace. If you spend $35 and you like the shop, then you get free shipping. So you'll have to check her Facebook group, which is Lisa's Paper Lace and Bling. She'll be running some other things over there as well, and then I'm having the giveaway. And the giveaway runs from July 1st through the 31st, and the drawing is August 1st. Okay, so that's the brief overview. If you want to find out all about it and see the prizes and everything, then go back and check the video that I published on July 1st, 2023, and you'll get all the lowdown and all that good stuff on what's happening. Okay? All right, so that's it for briefly for that. Now, this is video 3 in our Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer Ring Book series. And in video 1, we put the book together, and I believe we made the page template. In video 2, we only did 1 page. We're going to try to do more. However, the paper doesn't fit exactly straight, so I've done some changes to the template, and I'll show you that in just a second. But I added these 2 cards to the project, to the page, and then we're going to do the back side, which is going to be very simple, and that's going to be page, let's see, what page is that going to be? 5B. Okay, so I took the page out of the ring book. Let's set that somewhere safe. And let me show you what I did with the template first. You'll notice there's 4 lines around here, and that is 1/8 of an inch in all the way around, and 1/8 of an inch in from the holes. This is the size we want our paper to be, to go on our pages that we're doing like this. So the back side of this is going to be done, you know, with the paper on it the same way that this one is done. Not necessarily always, but in this particular case it is. So we want to make sure to cut our paper this size so that we've got an exact fit for what we want. Before, we didn't do that, and I'm not happy with the way that it sits on the page. Okay, so let's get our paper and stuff. This is from the 6x6 pad called the Basics, and it's in the Christmas stuff. And I got this from Temu, and I think it was only like $1.25. It's 12 6x6 sheets, and they're one-sided, and there's one page of each of 12 patterns. Okay, let me get some of this stuff out of the way here. Oh, and I'm keeping an eye on the pages of the little golden book and on these pages, because I'm still trying to decide whether to put the silver reinforcements, you know, on the pages or not. So I've still got these set out. So now all we're going to do, we've got the paper. Oh, I'm sorry about my phone. I forgot to turn the volume down like I always do. So let's make our paper. Let's cut the size. In fact, I'm just going to turn it over so I can see better, because it doesn't matter with this stripe which way I put it. So this particular one we can do. So we're just going to put it in the corner, line it up, mark it, and mark it, and then that's the size we're going to cut it for our background paper. They gave us almost one stripe wide. And this will make us a good pocket somewhere. Look at that. This one too. And this one. Needless to say, I'm saving all those. So let's check it against our template. It appears to be the right size. All the way around. Okay. So now all we're going to do on this page, oh man, I got a big mess. I have an avalanche. All my templates and everything were falling. Sorry about the reach. So we can set this to the side right now with our ring book. Playing the reindeer games. No, that's the next page, actually. Anyway. So we've got our paper. We're going to take our 6x6. And we're going to make a pocket. We're not putting any lace or anything on our stuff because I haven't gotten Lisa's package yet. So I'll be getting that pretty soon. And then we'll be able to go back and do some decorating. I have to cut out the ephemera too from Kyung's kit, which is where all these papers are. Kyung Shotwell, excuse me, she's one of our collaborators this year. Well, she has been every year. And she donated this kit for us to use, for everybody, the 13 collaborators and Lisa and I to use. It's on sale, or it's for sale in her shop, which is Etsy.com Wonders by Wink, and I'll put that on the screen. And of course, all the links and information for everything that you need to know, all the collaborators, all the for Lisa and I, all the links for everybody. Their Facebook groups, if they run one, their YouTube channels, their Instagram accounts, their Ko-Fi accounts, all that stuff. This year I decided to list everything they have next to their name. So you can just scroll down. You know, you just click more, and then you scroll down, and please be sure to visit everybody and check out all their stuff and the videos. And there'll be some people you know and some people you don't. So you'll want to check everybody out. Then you'll know everybody. Think of all the new friends you can make too. Not only just videos, but you can make some new friends. You never know. Now, I know that you won't be able to see the ink on this, but I'm just it's white on the back, so it has a white core. So I'm getting that off. The same on this. You might be able to see it a little bit on here. Yeah. So we want to ink this. We want to hit the corners. But I'd like to put some lace on this pocket. I might be able to find a piece of fabric in my box. I need to go through that big box again and check it out and see what I've got. I'm not sure I like that against that now that I look at it. Let's see what I got here. What I've got. See, this is a misprint. My printer's been printing lines. For some reason, I ran it through the cleaning program and all that. I'm going to save this for a pocket for somewhere else. I'm just not wild about it right now. On here, I thought I would like it, but I don't. Okay, let me try this. Wanted to make sure my mark was really my mark. Anyway, be sure to visit everybody. Some of them have Etsy shops. Some of them have Ko-Fi shops and or places they give away their stuff or sell their books and things, not just necessarily kits. Why is that a little small? Because it's a little small. Do this. We'll do that width, and we'll do 2.5. Three. All right. glued on. In the corner so we can line it up. Doesn't seem like very much glue is coming out. So I'll go over it 6 times. Okay, and I think this is pretty close to being the right size. I think we're just going to have to cut a little bit off the top. Right at the top of the tree. I don't really want to cut their feet off. Okay. I love this image. And then I'll stencil it on the back off camera. I'm going to ink it now though so I don't forget. Okay. It hasn't dinged all morning, I promise you. Okay, now we're just going to glue this on this side. You have to remember the holes are going to be on the opposite side when you do your pictures and your images and things, just in case, or your flip outs, things like that. You want to make sure to keep track of what side of your page, because we're not necessarily going to do them all like this. In fact, the next one we do is not going to be like this. You have to keep track of which way it's going to open, or have a tab that sticks out, or, you know, whatever. Put more glue on the table than I am on the paper. Make sure we're right side up. Then go 1/8 of an inch. I still have a lot of area over here. It's all right. There we go. That looks a lot better than the first page. Then we've got room to put those reinforcers on if we need to as well. Plus it's straight on the page. Okay. But I'm having to keep an eye on these right here. This book is not brand new and I don't want to tear any of the pages. Okay, then the next 5 and 6. And then we're going to make a page for in here. And we don't need to make a white page, but we do need our template. I'm just going to go right there. So we're going to take this music paper and this paper clip that looks like a musical, what is that, treble clef? Set that right there for now. Oh, I didn't ink this. I need to do it before we... This is Joy to the World. And on the back is writing paper. It's on coffee dyed paper. And it's already kind of aged, but there is still you still need a little bit of that vintage photo on there. It prints out aged like that. And I wish I could remember which kit it came with. I have so many. I need to go through. Maybe if I get everything done for this, I'll have the whole, almost the whole month of July. Because I'll be posting stuff, but then again, I'll be watching everybody's videos too. So think about 13 people making 8 videos. It's 4. That's 104 videos for the month. Then I'm going to have probably 25. And I'm not sure how many Lisa's going to have. So, okay, now we're going to take this page. I've never done this before, but we're going to give it a whirl. And we're going to put the template on it. We're going to do this. Oh, you know what I was thinking? I was thinking it was music paper on both sides. That's alright, because when you fold it up, it would be upside down anyway. And we're going to mark it so we know where to fold it. We'll score it and fold it right there. And we'll score it and fold it right here. Okay, and then we're going to make the holes. Okay. We're not going to need any glue at all. So now this is going to be pretty simple. And I'm only scoring it so I fold it in a straight line. Other than that, you could probably fold to typing paper, which is all this is. So be careful scoring it if that's what you're using, what you make your coffee dyed paper with. You don't want to score it too hard. But you do want to be able to fold it in a straight line. Okay, so I think I want to fold this in first. Yeah, I wish there was something on the back. Because the coffee dye isn't that dark. And then we'll fold it up. We'll put something on this. I think maybe I'll put some sort of a stencil across here. That's not going to work, is it? Because we won't be able to flip it down. Yeah, that's way too far. Well, this isn't going to work. I mean, I can put a hole in this. That's not a problem. But then we can't open it and see the music. You know what I can do? I can cut this corner out. To the score line. And then when we fold it up, it won't block the hole. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. And then we will put on our clip. To hold it up. And then we're going to put a card in here. And I'll make that off camera. And then I'm going to have to put you on hold because I thought I had everything ready, but I don't have the papers ready for the last part. For the next page. And we may come back and put more pages in because I feel like we need more pages. We're going to put more pages here. That's for sure. This is just typing paper. I have the feeling that I really should put the reinforcers on here, but I really hate to take away from the music paper. Let's see how that works. Okay, so we've got this. The rings are big now, but this, and then this. I think we need another page here. And we're making another page here. There's the bunnies. That works. And then I'll stencil back here as well. So I'll make a card and then I'll stencil or do something back here and across here and probably up here. I'll undo the paper clip and do something all the way down. I wonder if we need another. Oh, I didn't ink that. That's part of the problem. And it's cut a little crooked, but don't tell anybody. Okay. All right, I'm going to put you guys on hold. I'm going to get the papers ready, and then we'll be back. All right. Alrighty, I've got these papers together, and we're going to give this page a try. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to make a tag-shaped page with a window on both sides and a card that's double-sided, you know, so that when you put it in the window, there is an image in both sides. Okay, so we got acetate, we got the die to cut the window. We've got 2 pieces of paper that is going to be our page, and then we've got 2 pieces of paper that we're going to do this way that are going to be our tag. Now, obviously, our tag is not going to be that big, but we'll try to make it as big as we can. So I'm going to set these to the side. We're going to focus on these. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to cut them 6 inches wide. Why 6 inches, you say? Well, how wide is this? Because I think it's going to be smaller than the page normally. Yeah, 6 3/4. So we're going to cut it 6 inches wide because 6 inches wide is the widest we can put through the big shot so that we can make the windows. Okay, so we are going to use this template in just a second. So let's take these 2 papers, and I'm not going to use this side because when we cut it into a tag shape, we're just going to cut it off anyway. The sides of the word, I believe. Maybe not. 6 inches wide, 1 inch. We might be able to use the Merry Christmas. I have a red one just in case. Let's cut it 6 inches wide this way. I finally figured out where 6 inches is on this paper trimmer. Because it's right where the place is that it folds in half. So that gives us these 2 nice scraps. And then these are 6 inches wide. Now the next thing we want to do is we want to turn them this way. Because we don't want to put the holes on the wrong side on this one. So now we're going to put our template on here. Well, we're going to trim it. Are we going to trim it? Or do we want to make it stick out the top a little bit? That might be kind of fun, huh? Have a little tag part sticking up out of the top. Okay, so let's mark our holes. Okay, we'll put our holes in. Well, we're going to have to realign our papers. Now, right now, this will give us a two-sided 6-inch page. Okay? So what we want to do now, we'll pick up all these little holes. Okay, let's paper clip them together for now. Can't leave them paper clipped when they go through the big shot. We're going to have to run them through at the same time, but we can do it while we're cutting and measuring. Okay, so we've got our two papers, and what we want to do is we want to go, I had this all figured out in my head. All right, that's a 1/2 inch. So if we go 3/4 of an inch in, of an inch in, we only have to draw this down to the hole. Look at that. I can't even do it straight when I'm making the dots. All right, let's try that again. Well, that's awfully close to the hole. Oh no, it won't matter. 3/4 of an inch in. Just draw a light line. And then we're going to go, let's erase this dot. Then we're going to go 3/4 of an inch down. So let's say this green line right here, and we're going to cut that out. Remember, you need to do this with the centers facing each other, or the backs facing each other. Okay, now from here, we've almost got 2 tags. Now we just want to go and erase this line, any lines. And then we want to go, let's see, if we want to keep Merry Christmas, then we just want to go about this far in. How far is that? 3/4? Yep, 3/4 of an inch in. So we want to go 3/4 of an inch in here. Well, that'll work out nice. And then we want to go, yeah, because this is 3/4, right? Yeah. And then 3/4 of an inch down. And then we're going to cut diagonal to make our side cuts to make it look like a tag. I cut from 3/4 to 3/4, and then we'll cut from here to this corner right here. And now we have a giant tag. Doesn't look exactly the same, but I'm not going to keep messing with it and make it all messed up. We're going to go with this. Looks enough like a tag, and it might be the optical illusion of this being on here. But to me, it seems like this goes at less of an angle, but I think it's an optical illusion because I think, well, this goes to this line, and this goes a little bit below this line, so it is crooked, but not by much. Okay, so now we've got our tag, and we want to put our window in it. So we need to take the paper clips off, get this stuff out of the way. I think the first thing we might want to do is washi the papers together. Oops, ran out of that washi. That's one ugly color down the drain. See if I can find another one that I know I'm not going to use. I'm all sniffly. I was fine, and then I ate an oatmeal cake so I wouldn't be hungry during the video because, as usual, you guys are eating right in front of me. So let's see if we can tape these papers together. So see, you've got a tag going this way and a tag going this way. If we had left them facing each other, when you went to flip it over to make the printed side out, then you would have had holes on this side and holes on this side, and it would not have worked. We'll put one at the bottom. We'll see if that's enough to hold them together. Okay. The only problem is when it goes through the Big Shot, then it squishes that tape down. Let me double check. That looks wide. Nope. In fact, we have plenty of room. We could have made it a smidge bigger. Alright, let me move this out of the way now. We're not quite ready for it. So then we're going to decide where we want our windows, or our window that's going to go through both. And we need to decide which size. This is too big. Or is it? That does look a little small, doesn't it? Pretty big tag. Let's put this back on here and see what we think. I think I like that. Of course. Like I said, I do not like putting washi down. But since we have two papers, a big window. All right, now we're going to try to put this through the Big Shot. Cut this window out, and then it'll be the same on both sides. Oh, sorry about that. My plates are a little warped. I'm going to run it through a couple times to make sure, because I'm going through two pieces of paper, to make sure that it's cut through both. Okay, so this is two backwards and two forwards. Let's see what we've got here. Yep, it went through both. Let's take the washi off of this. See? You see it was starting to take the paper with it. Now this gives us two big cards as well, but they're the same size as the window, so we can't use them in here. It gives us two big cards. Let's remove the washi. Alright, I'll do that later. Hopefully I'll remember that there's a little piece of washi on this one. This is nice as a writing card. And this is nice as a writing card too. It's got lines on one side. There we go. Sometimes when you have good washi, it will really, really stick on there. We're going to leave these two pieces on there for right now. Oh no, we can't. So let's ink. Look, and we saved our Merry Christmas. Nice. Let's ink this. Oh, that's really dark. Oops. I can put this away, can't I? That worked out well. I'm surprised. Now, we're going to have to finish this in the next video because we're going to run out of time to make it an hour. Okay, I'll do that later. Ink this side. Well, the washi goes right up to the window. That's alright, we're going to take these apart in just a second. I don't know why I left them together to ink them, except for it makes the edges, the thin edges, sturdier and easier to ink. And when we make the card, we're going to have to put it back to back like we did these to make the card two-sided. You love the way I pause in the middle of the sentence and then it sounds like it makes no sense. Okay, now we've got that ink. Now we can take it apart. In fact, we're going to need 2 pieces of acetate, possibly. Possibly. Look at how much static is on there. I may go get a dryer sheet. Wipe it off. Okay, let's pull the tape off carefully. In case you're wondering, this little button keeps this from rolling any farther than the button. My friend showed me that. My friend's name is Joy Alderson from Junk Journal with Joy. And it's actually JJ with Joy. It's her Facebook group. I don't think she does YouTube, but I know she does TikTok and Instagram, things like that, real short videos. But her group is great. I'm a member of her group. I enjoy. They have live classes and stuff that that we don't have at Sweet Pea Paper, just because I don't really have time to do them. Oh, there's the holes. You know, maybe we should ink where the holes are. No. Bad idea. Okay, so now we're going to put acetate on these. So, you know what? We have 6 minutes left. Why don't I put acetate on these during the break, and then next video we'll glue them together and make the card to go in, and then we'll go on to our next page. Okay? Alright, well that's it for this video, and I'll see you in the next video, and that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay, bye-bye.